My name is Devon Wijesinghe, and I am a serial tech entrepreneur. The process is a pretty painful process to do anything associated to a family business, and particularly if you're going to do something where you're really going for the stars. Because when you're really shooting for the stars and you're trying to create a business that has a real impact and is a real measurable success, meaning in the tens of millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, you gotta bang some heads. And that's just for any company. The problem is that when you do it with family, there's a lot of different connotations that are brought into the mix that are completely out of place. And especially when you're really young, and heck, you might be still living at that house, or there's so many dynamics that are brought together that can kind of tear you apart, but then because you're family, that's the only way you're brought together. Yeah, so my dad and I were both real stubborn pains in the asses. No question, that translated to work, to home, to vacation, wherever it might have been. And so the reality is that, when you're both so type A, it wasn't like one was following the other and the other way around. Both were kind of trying to drive a vision. And that's what I would call the Big Bang Theory. Either you create the earth or you just explode. Likely if we didn't have the family dynamic attached to it, there wouldn't have been near as much drama or pressure and so on and so forth. But one could also say that if you didn't have that family dynamic attached to it, you wouldn't have seen near the dedication and the work for nothing and kill yourself to do whatever it took spirit either that made us into what we were. I mean, the family business is a really thin, very sharp, double-edged sword. I've either seen it be incredibly helpful and what propelled families to succeed together, or be very detrimental and they just fell apart and died on it very, very, very quickly. And we were fortunate to be the former, but there are multiple times that we could have easily been the latter.